Yeah. And we are live. Hiya stream. Have you ever considered? No, you don't seem like the type. Have you ever thought? Nah, you don't seem like the type. Alright, connected to the interwebs. We just gonna go for randoms? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's see. So, I started my Knotlock, and I've picked a game to start playing. I haven't actually started playing it yet, but I think I'm finally gonna bite the bullet on Symphony of the Night. Yeah, we watched season 2 of Castlevania Nocturne the other night, and I'm just thinking, Symphony of the Night seems like it would be so up my alley. It's kind of weird that I haven't like gone down the alley yet. Uh, kind of leaning left to get that other ice type. Skuntank. Good old Skunky boy. Uh, nope. I haven't even played Hyrule Warriors, which is how behind the curve I am. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess we have to go do that manually. Let's go get knockered. You stop that. Can we? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Good, good. Okay. I had accidentally unjoined, so I rejoined now. Unmute or mute. Oh no, I can hear you.
Why is my... Is my mic working now? My mic was not working? Hello? How's it going? That's cool. Man, my shit was all fucked up. Did that just happen? Like, was my mic working and then, like, the Twitch thing happened? Chat? It was Y-Rock a cappella? Alright, well, 5 minutes without my mic. Oops. I was just Dynasty Warriors Origins. I've been playing a lot of that, and it's very fun. Not only from the gameplay wise, it's a lot better gameplay than Dynasty Warriors games in the past, but also the writing's a lot better. Because it is in part written by the person who did Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, and also all the characters are horny because of that, but that's beside the fact.
At least it's good.
Yeah.
Also, this Kingler has got to go.
It's really surprising, like, from somebody who has played past ones and, like, knows some history. Seeing some of the characters that, like, in previous games are treated like caricatures quite often. Like Dong Zhuo actually get, like, personalities behind them. So I was actually, like, blown away that they actually get, like, based off of some of their historical counterparts a little bit.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
My impression of Dynasty Warriors has always been, like, embarrassingly bad, but, like, in a funny way.
No, I mean, they've been good game. Like, the Wusu games are all, like, once you played one, you played them all, basically.
Oh no, I'm talking about the story specifically. Like, my vibes.
Oh yeah, that's basically what it's been like. How was he trying to pursue Lubu? Lubu is a really fun. I've been playing on the hardest difficulty as well, and so when I had to do the Lubu fight, it was a lot of fun. Getting through that. Dinosaurs hack and slash game? Yes. It is the most hack and slash game to ever be hack and slash, you know.
We be hacking and we be slashing.
No, but they have a lot of characters that were just caricatures before. Very well written in this, so I was very pleasantly surprised, I could say. Yeah, Twitch is not even letting me knock anymore. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm like joined, but it's not like giving it's not combining our chats at all.
Am I in it or not?
See, let's try.
Or are you just joined by yourself?
It just let me. It just like had a join button next to your name.
Try exiting the pop out. See if anything happens.
Yeah. Exited out of that.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah, while my mic was muted, some weird, like, my Twitch dashboard, like, crashed on me and everything. So that's why I was wondering if the mic issues happened from that or if they were there before. Because it did use my mic, I guess you could say. There you go, send invite. Yeah, gotta love it, dude. Twitch. Sometimes I wonder, Twitch is spending all their efforts on trying to force ads to be pushed to to people instead of like actually
doing anything.
Doing anything useful. Yeah, pretty much.
Whoops. So
Twitch apps still suck after 2 decades. Yeah, dude, I feel like I'm still like booting up fucking Justin TV when I go to the website sometimes, bro. It's so ass. Like, there's no shot. I sent you another invite. I don't know if you received it or not.
I clicked on an invite.
Cause mine, I sent you the invite, and usually when I send the invite, it boots up a pop-up, but it did not do that. So, so I might just be broken.
Yeah, I think you might be broken.
Twitch Classic. We still only have 6,000 kilobytes. Dude, I was thinking about that the other day because I was looking at my OBS settings, and I was like, it's still like only 6,000 kilobytes that you can go to, and apparently the answer is yes. That's fucked up. Why can we have 10 for real? What is it? What is it on YouTube?
7.
Also, imagine waking up. I fucking hit on top of sleep for 3 turns and then wake up.
At least we know it'll wake up next turn.
It's whatever you want. YouTube just has no cap on it. That's fucking funny. And Twitch sucks. I shouldn't say that because it's the platform I use, but... Sheesh. I sent 50,000 for YouTube? Holy. Yeah, YouTube has a lot more quality features when it comes to, like, being able to have multiple cams on YouTube is so fucking nice. I wish, like, if I frequented YouTube more often, I'd definitely be using that feature. Or having multiple streams, like you can have the vertical and horizontal stream at the same time. It's pog as hell.
Okay, so I tried to click share chat on mine, and it said, shared chat is not allowed for this collaboration. Ask Paggigalo to enable shared chat.
It's like permanently bugged for me, so like the thing's grayed out and there's no pop-up that's happening, and like I can't do the chat or anything. When I click to do like where I'd usually go to share chat, it just tells me users in chat and pop out chat. So yeah, I think it's broken. Cause I even like reloaded the page and everything and closed it and reopened it and it's still like that. So
sad. I just will leave your chat up too, so I can still see it. Hey there, Sentient Microwave. Welcome to the chat.
true.
At least we're gonna beat this Landorus.
I know. I was like not even looking at the monitor, and it's.
I know we're trying to figure out the shared chat situation. Oh, it was so funny. There was a game on stream for the San Antonio Regionals yesterday, where Landorus missed both targets on Sandseer Storm at like the end of like a highlighted stream game.
Yeah, I know about the YouTube community has some sus shit. Sorry, I was responding to something that Noah said in my chat.
Oh, in your chat? Oh yeah, no, you're good. I'm looking at your chat too, so I see it.
YouTube has some sus shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally agree, Sentient Microwave. Hence why we are playing Sword and Shield right now on our podcast day. Yeah, choosing between Twitch and YouTube is like darned if you do, darned if you do.
Yeah, I'm not saying like YouTube's like a end all be all. But YouTube has like a lot of features that are actually feel creator focused, basically. Like I feel like they actually like they feel like the people designing the features might actually also want to, you know, use the service and aren't just like PR people or advertising people. But hey, that's just one Twitch affiliate's opinion.
Big old Twitch affy. Can't wait to get my $100 next month. That was sitting in there since 2022.
It's funny. I want to start streaming? What do you mean start, brother? I was over here like a month or two ago watching you play Harry Potter on stream.
Yeah, come on there, good old Senti. You get in there. You get in there and twitch all over the place. Oh my gosh, it's actually giving me the knock button on your stream again. I don't know if you should try it though.
Oh, it is giving me that too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. It's worked again. Requested. Okay. The pop-out worked again.
Except.
Hey man, how's it going? hey dude. Hey, you hear me?
You turned that off. No. No one will accept this. Not even me.
Okay, I turned it off and it actually worked this time.
Alright, share chat, share chat.
And didn't crash.
Oh my god, no, wait, no. I joined a random on mistake. I forgot to put in the code. And I already hit OK. Here, back out, join a random one, and see if you get into this one that I'm in right now.
Okay.
It's our only hope. Alright, cool. Share chat. Anyway, yeah, Sentient Microwave, Queen Gambit would be so funny. Actually, no, you know what? Here's the win for Pokemon.
They could do like a Netflix crossover. I'm not in the same one as you. I'm on with Dion.
Alright,
and, somebody else whose name I cannot pronounce.
Alright, sorry fam, but I'm leaving your thing. Sorry, Pat. I didn't mean to do this to you. Anyway, here's my idea. Do us a Queen Gambit that is, but don't have either of them be gender locked. Just have it like a separate evolution that's called Queen Gambit and looks near exactly the same.
Or you could have it be that girl who starred in The Queen's Gambit or whatever on Netflix. You just have an involvement to her. That'd be funny.
You know what? Yeah, I'm with you.
It's a good idea.
All right, let's see if I can actually search properly this time instead of like a moron.
Maybe when I have to outline the thing that I'm going to do.
Oh no, I committed the streamer sin.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, so Glad that Dynasty Warriors game has been good for you.
Yeah, it's been fun. Also, Ninja Gaiden Black 2. I'm looking to... I was thinking of streaming that, but I think I'll just play it offline. So I've never played a Ninja Gaiden game before, but they just kind of like shadow dropped the 2 remake, which is really cool. So, might be playing that.
I actually heard about that was like... I think it's really neat when they just like announce a game and it's like, oh yeah, you can buy it now.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often, but when it does...
All games should release like that. I mean, they used to. There used to be no advertisements for games. They just released. You searching for?
I accidentally did the thing where I joined and immediately quit, so I had to reset my internet and then re-look.
The ancient glitch.
The ancient sin. The cinnamon. Get it? Like
Applejack.
Cinnamon, but Pokemon, so like cinnamon.
Like Applejacks?
Yeah, like
you know they got rid of those mascots?
Honestly, that's probably a good call, honestly.
I mean, I don't think it was that offensive. I'm trying to think on it.
I don't know. I think sometimes I think about that one bit from iCarly where they all put on like those hats and like did the bad Jamaican accents while they like pretended to shoot it at each other.
I don't remember that bit at all. Are you quoting like a YouTube poop? Like
No, it actually happened.
The only thing I remember from iCarly is the fucking butter statue. That's the only thing I remember from that show.
That's a pretty good thing to remember.
Well, it's where else have you seen a butter statue, basically? In contemporary media.
Oh, very far. In my dreams?
Hmm.
You want me to leave any of these for you?
I don't care.
I'm gonna pick Hitmonlee just so that way we don't have one of the NPCs wide darting all day.
Yep. Good idea. I was gonna pick it if you didn't, so. But no, I am not a crocodile. The American people must know.
See, we have an electric to the right. And a grass to the left.
Yeah. What you feeling?
I'm feeling the electric.
Yeah, because it's bolt-on, yeah.
Listen, I miss Bolton so much.
Mm-hmm. Am I having
Listen,
deja
I'm telling
vu?
you. Listen, If they listen, if Bolton was in the game right now, I would be bringing it to every event. Not that I go to many events, but I would be bringing it. Man, I miss Bolton so much.
Bro, we like that one guy that brings fucking Wo-Chin to every event and loses.
Actually, he got top cut this time.
that's actually funny.
He brought it back.
I just know people were saying it's so Woach over the last time because he was like, he posted like an image of Wo-Chin on the ground. Like,
oh yeah. And good old Moxie boosted. Yeah, he actually brought Wo-Chin to this event again.
That's funny.
And it was really funny because he did like another like a kind of like cinematic shot with him holding the holding that little golden Wo-Chin he got made. And then somebody else posted a picture taking a picture of him taking that shot and looking really silly.
Good for him though, getting top cut.
Or wait, no, he didn't get top cut, but he did get J2.
What the fuck? This guy lied.
Sorry, my bad. One neat thing about the San Antonio Regionals though is that the top two teams were the exact same. Like they were two people from the same team building group, so it was like an exact mirror, like same moves and everything. And they both had the same last name, so a lot of people were like thinking they're related when they're not.
Yeah, they're married.
We spitting the real Pokemon drama on here. The San Antonio divorce finals.
That would be fucked up to be like in like a tournament finals with your significant other.
It's like game 3, and they take off their ring and just set it on the table. They even hold it up to the camera to make sure everybody knows. Also, I keep on telling myself I'm done with this format. I'm not going to build for it anymore. And then I, like, have a new idea for a team, and then I make it. And then I go on the ladder. I'm like, oh, hey, this team is pretty good. And then I start losing with it, because, like, this format just feels very matchup fishy a lot of the time. Like, I can never be prepared for everything. And then I start losing, and I'm like, you know what? I hate this format. And then I quit. And I tell myself I'm never going to play again.
What's this format?
One restricted legendary.
Yeah, lame format. Okay, gotcha. I hate single restricted.
It's like... the opportunity cost is so big, and even though, like, there are a decent number of restricteds that are good, why would you run, like... Ho-Oh instead of one of the Calyrexes?
Yep.
Bolton, my beloved. Bolton, my beloved! Bolton, no! Oh, that being said, there were some really cool Pokemon that got day 2 at San Antonio. There were multiple Rhydon that got day 2. And one of them might have gotten top cut, I don't remember. But there were Rhydon, a lot of Bastiodon, which, like, I love Bastiodon, so that, like, warms the cockles of my little heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes the Mind Palace you go to, you know. I saw the move Swagger on my Crocodile. You know what I thought?
What?
I thought the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. You remember that one?
I must have blocked it out.
You don't remember that one? That's it was
No.
It was not too long. I feel it was like during COVID. I think it was when the Insomniac Miles Morales Spider-Man released.
Oh.
And the IGN reviewer was like, when I swing around, the animations really make me feel like I have the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Can you stop saying that phrase? Every time you say it, my hand goes to my mouse to like ban someone out of the chat.
This fucking idiot, what a dumbass.
Item?
Sure. So what are the best shinies, so?
Oh yeah?
What I'm saying is it's wild to me that some of the Gen 1 shinies are like that good when they're random and they refuse. Nowadays it's like planned out and 90% of them are worse than random ones from Gen 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, holy. Alright, so let's move a little, re-angle ourselves. I wanted to talk a little bit about My Hero Academia just because I wanted to mention something funny.
Okay, go.
So I was looking up for no specific reason that I can remember. I was looking up the panel I've complained about before, the Your Next panel, which they changed in the official release to be Now It's Your Turn or whatever. Next It's Your Turn, I think.
Yeah.
So I was looking up the Your Next panel, and I found that for some reason, while looking it up, it turns out that there is a movie that released late last year, August of last year, My Hero Academia, You're Next. Huh? So the synopsis of the movie is not really important. It's apparently, like, after All Might loses his power, Dark All Might appears, and...
Oh yeah. I saw the ads for that, and I'm like, wow. Imagine if I cared about that.
Yeah, like, who cares? But here's the funny thing. So it's called You're Next, and the poster for the movie has All Might in the pose from the panel. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did they... Like, that's not the official, like, language of the thing, so why are they calling it You're Next? So I looked at the synopsis of the movie. The first line in the synopsis says, "Next it's your turn. These are the words All Might said." And I'm like, what the fuck? They named the movie after the translation that sounds better. And then in the synopsis they put the worst translation in.
That's so funny.
I'm like, how did you fucking manage this?
That's so funny.
So yeah, that had me laughing the other day when I was looking that up.
My Hero Academia, Your Gex.
Yeah.
What a travesty.
Yeah. I blame the manga industry as a whole.
Honestly, fair.
I mean, it's the same reason. I also blame the manga industry as a whole for, what's happening with the One Punch Man manga.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, they should just, like, take 5 years off of
That's
it.
what I was thinking. Like, so if, I had like shit items from an ass, by the way. So you look at what I took as a joke.
I got a decent one with the expert belt.
I guess I could have technically taken Quick Claw, but like I'm already fast, so. Yeah, manga industry is like a fucking shit show. The One Punch Man for those of you who don't know, deleted their whole last year and plus a little bit more of of chapters. Yeah, and it's a second reworking of an arc that people haven't been enjoying to begin with. So
especially because the first
my
one
weakness policy
was, especially because the first one was fine. Like, it was perfectly acceptable.
It really feels like they're forcing the Blast versus God stuff, basically.
Yeah.
To the detriment of the manga. But it's one of those things where, and like, people online are, I've talked about this enough where, like, I need to get my ass off Reddit because people online are the most annoying people of all time. Like, see there? People online are constant with some of the most annoying takes, and one of the ones that I keep seeing that really, like, actually pisses me off is when there are two sides to this coin, as there always is. And one side is like full blaming Murata and being like he has full control of the manga and he's like shit. And the other side's like, no, one's controlling everything about the, and it's like, no, they're not. If you've listened to like any kind of interview with either of them, they go into pretty explicit detail that this is a collaboration between them and they're both like equal parts working on it. Like, one obviously has the overall say, but Murata, like, the whole reason why we're getting rewrites is because Murata asked for it, essentially. Like, he specifically said, like, I want to do rewrites, so it's like they're collaborating on the manga aspect of the story, where you know, that they're working on it together. So hold on. Yo, your first message. That's crazy.
Dang, beat me to it. Oh wait, no, I couldn't do it. It's on. Would it let me?
I think.
Okay, yeah, it would let me. I'm gonna ban him too.
Yeah, you can ban him in your chat.
Yeah, double banned.
But yeah, it's a collaboration between the two authors, and people don't seem to like grasp this reality. And very clearly, somewhere in that collaboration, something's getting lost, because I trust one from a story standpoint. Obviously, I think he's very competent, as we'll get into probably shortly.
Yeah.
And I trust Murata from a visual storytelling standpoint at the very least. He's very good at that, as he can literally do panels like back to back to back that make them look like an animation cell if you like flip the page. So
yeah,
it's not that I don't trust them. It's something's getting lost in the process, basically.
Is that it's like, so there's like three big elements to it. Number one is that this is a one rewrite from the beginning. Like, this is one going back to a story he's already made and redoing it. And so there are always going to be pains when you're doing that, trying to add in new elements to a story that is already complete.
Yeah.
Not saying that's bad, but there's always going to be some growing pains in that element. Number two, it's also a collaborative effort between two people that are two very different artists and storytellers. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that comes together to make something that is greater than the sum of its parts, and sometimes it
collapses under its own weight a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
listen, sometimes you get all this stuff with Metal Bat, and then sometimes
It's one of those things where.
And then sometimes you get Phoenix Man.
So it's one of those things where. No, it's like very clear. There's story elements that one has integrated into the story that he knows from the webcomic he wants to include into the story. So he's like, let's integrate it earlier and like try to like have it flow through the story a little more. At least to me. But here's my opinion. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Let the ninja arc be about the two ninja characters in our story, and not about like all this overarching blast and god and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, especially because like the Flash and Sonic stuff was so good, in my opinion. Like, that's part of that is just like Sonic being my like number 2 Blorbo from the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just like, I hate like when like the stuff that was already good gets like hard sidelined.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying like this rewrite is bad, because it is good. Sonic the Owl. Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
We'll get into it in a second. After we're done with One Punch Man, you can remind me Sonic the Owl. Okay, we'll get into that.
Okay. I say go right, so we get 2 item opportunities.
I've made my choice, is what I'll say. It was right.
Okay. I know your Bud Boy was on the left, but items.
Can't always get what we want, so. Guess we have to look at funny Marshtomp model.
I love funny Marshtomp model.
I have grass pledge. It's fucking funny.
Your boy's gonna die. Yeah, like, I think I like the original version of the Ninja Village arc more than I liked this one.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. I mean, like, original manga version, not original webcomic version. Obviously, the webcomic version was better because it doesn't have... Yeah.
I think I like this chapter better. Because there are a couple things in this like rewrite that are actually decent. I don't know if you read the rewritten chapter yet, or if they've even released it on
the
Viz,
last
or what the
one
fuck
that I
doing.
read, the last one that I got to read was the one where Blast is like, oh yeah, I knew the whole time, but like she was strong, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So the new rewrite is it's literally back to like when Blast is talking to Flashy like before, and like Sonic gets jumped by all the ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
But they, in my opinion, they like, and you know, they should have at this point, but the writing's been tightened up, so like actually. Like, Flashy feels like Flashy Flash again. Sonic feels like Sonic. Some of the ninjas actually feel well written, so it's like, okay, it feels a little bit better this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Jeez, Shadow Claws. Do you not see the no effect thing underneath it? Like.
I did, but I saw it after, like, my brain had already told me.
They made the game for babies and he still fails?
Don't say that to me. I mean, you're right. Anyway, at least the webcomic is still fan freaking tastic.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the webcomic, man. What a well written piece of media we got there. Like legitimately, the most recent chapter is just like cinema.
Yeah, it literally takes a character that I had zero opinions about. Not a thought on my mind.
Well, you presumably had an opinion because that's what makes the character work so well.
Yeah.
Because you had an opinion that this guy was like a lion sleazeball because that's what it's set up. That's what it's set up for, not in the work itself, but in like literally society. Like that's what's so good about it. This literally like a society made you believe this thing about this character. Both the characters in the webcomic and us believe about this thing about this character that just isn't true, and that's what's so good about it. Turn it on its head.
In fact, no, let me rephrase. I had opinions, just no strong opinions.
Yeah.
Like...
Hopefully
and
Sophie
I mean,
gets
it also helps that, like, please, Sophie. Yeah.
Licky tongue. Dude, why is Lickitongue's thing so tiny? I guess he's not licky.
Because
So.
he's just a little guy.
Yeah, he's a little,
he's just a little guy. It also helps that his story is like so intimately connected to Metal Bat.
Yeah.
Considering Metal Bat is my favorite character. So like... It is both masterfully done and like just so emotionally resonant.
Mm.
It's like, I don't even care that there's like Genos stuff going on right now that I'm actually really worried about.
There's Genos
and
stuff.
I don't even care that we're not
what
seeing
the fuck's
it yet.
happening with Metal Knight. Like some of the other Neo heroes
so
that we
good.
like actually care about, like Raiden and stuff, like what's happening with them. We don't know.
Always going for the little
Just getting
guy.
picked on, dude. Yeah, but it's kind of an... Yeah?
Oh no, you go on, I'll say it after.
I was gonna say, it's kind of the interesting observation that I had sent to you, where it's like he is set up. When you go back and look at his introduction, you very clearly realize the plan that one had for him with this reveal. You know, flipping it on its head. It's like, okay, yeah, you can tell from the introduction that this is exactly what he wanted to do with this character, which makes it so funny when you're looking at the manga, which sets up the character completely different. Yo! Banned from my chat immediately.
And that was my guy.
Yeah. I'm assuming it
that's
didn't ban
funny.
it on
He
your
has an
end.
actual profile picture.
assuming
No,
it
I
didn't-
still have to ban him.
Yeah, okay.
You're taking this guy, right?
Yeah, I should probably.
Also, want to know one thing that's really funny? About... Because, like, you said, like, oh, let's, you were like pointing that out, I'm like, huh. So I wanted to go back and reread that chapter, at least, like, look at that part. Darn it, no Eviolite. I'll keep leftovers. But so, like, specifically that part, And I'm like, which chapter was this? And I just picked one like semi at random. Like I went back approximately the amount I thought, and then picked one semi at random, and then I got it.
That's one of the things that people are like. Is that like is the chapter where they introduced him one of the ones that got like rewritten? But it isn't, right? It's one of the older ones. Like, cause they were like teasing the Neo
188,
heroes.
so it's like further back.
So it's like that's set in stone, brother. We're past that point. So it's like, what are they gonna do with this character now?
That being said, though, considering the direction they've been going, I don't think it's actually that weird because they're just going again in the same direction of let's make this character's heel turn. Or let's make this character's like being plotting against Neo heroes the whole time. Let's just make it obvious. Is
Maybe.
what I'm thinking.
I think the issue for me is in the webcomic he was never openly malicious, basically.
Yeah.
Where in the manga he definitely
well, like in the
is.
webcomic, it is explicitly he did believe in the Neo heroes' cause. Earnestly, and that's why when he found out their real goal, he switched sides.
Yeah, he wanted to be a hero, and he saw the Neo heroes as his actual chance to be one, like an actual reset on his life to essentially actually be a hero.
Yeah, and not just him, but him and also his entire gang.
Yeah,
his community.
Which that's not what it feels like in the manga is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it feels like in the manga it's going to be the same thing that they've done with Metal Bat. And it's like in the manga, basically the only person who was specifically playing Mole on purpose from the beginning was Diabolical Emperor. He was the only one that we knew from the beginning was specifically playing both sides. And then, like, McCoy was a surprise. And Metal Bat wasn't. He was just, like, actually coming over here because it seemed like a good deal. But now Metal Bat in the manga is specifically a mole.
Yeah.
And it's like... I don't know. Like, the fact that Metal Bat got into trouble because he was stupid... I think is so much better than him going there on a mission.
Yeah. Especially because, like, Metal Bat... Hey, I like webcomic Metal Bat a lot more because... I mean, I like webcomic almost every character a lot more. Because it allows those rough edges to, like, exist, and it makes them feel more like a person.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about McCoy... in this most recent webcomic chapter, and how different he is from the webcomic to the manga, where he's just like a complete dickhead psychopath in the manga, where in the webcomic he's just after like whatever gets him like the most benefit for himself, essentially.
Yeah.
And he feels like a very real human person, like a very pathetic like human. But it feels real, and it's like in the manga he feels like a mustache twirling villain. Like,
yeah, it's like everything gets ramped up to 11 in the manga department. Sometimes that's for like really cool action scenes, but then sometimes it's also for like the just basic characters existing, and it's like we are still dealing with people here, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm probably going to reread through the most recent arc of the webcomic here soon. Just to like refresh myself on it.
I mean, I would say it's coming to a head, but you know, wonder how many years before we get more chapters. Basically, it could be you know next week. It could be next year. We don't know.
And to be fair, with how good it is, it's not like an extra reread is ever going to be a
and that's
pain.
And that's like the thing with, because we're bringing up how the manga, like they should just stop and think about what the hell they're doing. It's like one with the webcomic, you can tell he thinks on things because it takes him a while to release it, and obviously you know that's not the best for keeping a consistent thing, but it is the best for like making it good. I guess you know he's not Stephen King. He's not writing 6 pages a night.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone can be.
But he's also no Stephen King because what he's writing is good.
Well, I like Stephen King.
I'm kidding.
The Stand is like one of the best pieces of written fiction I've ever read, so it's kind of goes fucking wild.
I'm kidding. I'm not actually an anti-Stephen King guy. I like some of his work.
I think Stephen King is a very good author, and I like a lot of the stuff that he does, but I also think there is some antiquated stuff in his works, is what I'll say. Definitely some antiquated stuff.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Although outside of like excerpts and like knowledge of the properties, like through hearsay, I have actually only read one Stephen King book, and that was his book on writing.
Okay. Yeah, I know that's.
So I know so much about Stephen King's ethos, but not a thing about his novels.
Yeah.
Outside of just cultural malaise.
I was afraid you were gonna say it, because that book does not hold up.
Oh no, there's just like a couple excerpts from it that I come back to pretty regularly.
Yeah, I think he has a good philosophy and a lot of stuff. So.
Oh no, I was talking about it.
Oh yeah, the child orgy. You really like that?
What? No. Why would you say such a thing?
So I just realized we're fighting fucking El Creme. Oh damn! G-Rex Gangler. Nobody knows this shit exists.
Honestly, there are a couple G-Maxes that I think they should just bring back as evolutions, and Kingler is like the one for me.
Reminds me of like Annihilate's like evolution kinda.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Bro. This dude clicked the iron move.
Oh no, I got hit with that mystical fire.
Alright, well, the Alchemy's trolling themselves. They're not using their busted OP move.
Yeah. So, here's a... Oh,
Yeah,
so are you done with the,
I'm using steel... I'm such a fucking idiot. I just realized why steel roller isn't hitting. I'm like, why isn't my steel roller... My steel roller isn't hitting?
So sorry. If I was thinking, I would have,
Well, now it'll work.
I would have let you DMX. No, it's only for terrain.
I thought it was weather.
Like or electric, not rain.
Sad.
Dude, if it worked for if it worked for weather too, it'd be pretty cool actually.
Alright, well.
Let's see, so you said you wanted to talk about Sonic the Owl.
Alright, so. Bear with me on this. This is something from back from like middle school to high school days.
Oh no.
I believe Noah knows this. It was back when we used to play Brawl a lot. You know, Kyle and Noah and stuff. And AJ was there, I'm sure, as well, but the gist of it is so there's song Sonic Heroes, you know, everyone knows it. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes, you know. I had never played. Well, I had played. I had seen somebody else playing Sonic Heroes, but you know, we know I'm not a huge Sonic fan. And incoming ad break. Fuck. All right, we'll share it after the ad break.
Okay.
So I don't want the people in the chat to miss out on this amazing story.
I think I need to take another look at my ad break settings, because I think it was supposed to be every hour. I think that's how I set it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's been doing that.
I mean, every hour works well for now. I've already talked about how one day I might want to change that. Because I think it's one of those things where it's like, if I have a steady viewer base, I'd rather not subject them to ads every hour.
Yeah.
I know I've talked about this at length already. It's because there's it's funny to mention, to bring up, because recently Germa, who, you know, he's the Twitch champion. He recently he's very anti-ads, and he said for years, like, if Twitch forces ads on me, like, I'm gonna leave the platform. And of course Twitch is now forcing ads, and he didn't leave the platform. But he instead has, like, started trying out, because they force pre-roll and everything. So instead he's been trying out, like, the every hour run ads thing. Because, like, his mentality was like, every hour it gives you a break to, like, he can go up and, like, get a drink or do something, and it, like, lets him do that, and it lets it so that people who because usually, he said, during his BRBs he finds that people leave the stream and go around to other streams and then come back. And so he said, when that happens and I don't have, you know, pre-rolls off, basically my viewers are subject to the ads anyway, even when he doesn't want them to be. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's a you can't win situation, but
yeah,
it's interesting to see his mentality on that, where it's like, you know, getting up to do something every hour isn't bad, because that way it lets the viewer base, like, shop around a bit more, essentially. So
yeah,
which is kind of interesting. So it's something I didn't think of.
It's also like, it's not a okay, my ad break is starting now. Or, well, in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. There's no one on my side, though, so it's fine. We can talk through it. Item or ice?
Item or ice, versus. I made my choice.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh. I loved Laylee, though.
I went for the Bouffalant as a prank.
Oh, fair. Here's the thing about Bouffalant. Oof. There's the thing about Bouffalant. Thank you for your time.
So, the Sonic the Owl thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. Everyone knows the song Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes. When I was a kid and we were playing Brawl, I had never heard the song before. because I'd only watched like a friend play some of the levels before, but that's it. I didn't have like a GameCube for myself when I was younger, and also I don't like Sonic games, so you know, naturally I kind of missed it.
Yeah.
But that song is in Brawl, and it's just like the basic song. They didn't change it or anything.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, I didn't know about the name of the game was Sonic Heroes. I didn't know the song was Sonic Heroes. What I heard was, instead of going Sonic Heroes, I heard Sonic the Owl. That's what I heard every time they sing it. And everyone was like, you're fucking crazy. Like, how do you hear that? But if you go and listen to that song and listen for the owl, you will hear it. You will. It's like a Yanny Laurel thing where if you're listening specifically for that, you will hear him say Sonic the Owl in that cadence. Sonic the Owl. At least for that first line. Now, the second line, he says Sonic Heroes. I don't know if there's a way to hear Sonic the Owl from that one. But for that first line, you hear Sonic the Owl. In fact, I'm going right now on my stream to the Sonic Heroes song. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is showing up on stream.
I'm listening to it in the background. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. Are you taking the daily or am I?
You can take it.
Save the day.
And now listen to this. Wait, no, it's not there yet. Sonic the Owl. He says it. He says it.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief.
He fucking says it.
I think you're losing it.
He fucking says Sonic the Owl.
Like, okay, so like I can hear the Sonic the, but I can't hear the owl because it's Sonic the Rose. Sonic the Rose? Is Sonic Amy's boyfriend now?
Did he? There's no R in what he says. There's no R. Like it's.
I think it was.
Dude, he says Sonic the Owl, Sonic Heroes. I don't know why he says Sonic the Owl first. It's weird. But he says it.
I think you are broken.
No, dude, it's there. It's there.
And I will put you back together.
Did it even come through on stream? That totally did not come through on stream, did it? Okay, hold on. Hey, hold on. Fucking close the capture card. I don't even want to see the capture card anymore.
Yeah, we ain't winning this.
Maybe I should do. Hold on. Wait. Turn the capture card back on.
So what comes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground.
Hold on.
so funny when I can hear your controller vibrate. And my community is back. I guess I should have kept Kingler. Anyway, how is gaslighting your chat going? Oh, he's not even listening to me. He's in full like.
I'm trying
to
set up the screen reach, but it does not look right.
And the burn.
This funny sound, so we can focus on the important thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, Sonic the Owl. Sonic the Owl, Sonic the
No. You're thinking he's saying the owl. No, it's Sonic the Owl. He said the owl, like specifically that cadence. You got to do that cadence. It's not Sonic the Owl. No, Sonic the Owl. It's just died of poison.
That's so funny. Watch me, roll the night away, watch me, save the day.
Okay, it's working on the stream now.
Okay, so I guess if your brain is focused on the wait.
I got a shiny Lily.
Whoa! Wait, no, I didn't get a shiny Lily. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. I thought I did for a second, but I forgot that red eyes are the normal.
No, red eyes are not the normal. Cory? Did you not take the shiny Lily that you got?
No, it's not shiny. I'm like in the summary screen right now.
Red eyes aren't normal.
Alright. We're looking this up, chat. Looking this up.
It's the blue eyes. It's literally the blue eyes.
Oh, wait, it's shiny. Why does... Oh! I've been whenever I pull into the summary to check it's Laylee, I've been looking at the wrong spot on it because I'm used to the Scarvo one. Whoops. Wonder how many snow cone shinies I've missed because of that. Anyway, I also got a shiny Laylee. What are the odds?
It's funny that we both got the shiny Lily. I thought I already had a shiny Lily, but I guess I don't. Oh, I might have traded it. Might have traded it for something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. All right, well, You should go in here for now.
Wonder how good sub-disabled Laylee would be right now. Does it beat anything?
Alright, hold on. The important stuff needs to happen right now. Alright, Cory.
Oh, yeah. Sonic the Owl. Or Sonic the Owl.
No, you know what we're gonna do?
So there is the...
No. Hold on. How do I do this shit again? I forget how to do. Nope, that's not what I wanted to click. There you go.
I do need to get around to repping my disc as Sonic Heroes on the GameCube so I can just pull it up via the SB2.
What made you feel like contacting a lawyer like Kimmy was the right call?
It was my mom's recommendation.
Oh god, there's ads. Wait, hold on. Are you doing watch along?
You know what? Let's go do a Paggigalo watch along real quick.
I don't mean my stream. I mean look in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay, let me look. Okay. Yes, I am. Now I am.
You're watching along in Discord. Okay. So you hear this?
Not yet.
You don't?
It's still loading.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I see an ad. Okay, now, alright, now I can see in here. Okay.
Okay. It's at 10 seconds right now,
Okay.
right? Or 11 seconds
Yeah.
or whatever for you? Okay.
Oh, that's funny, I can also hit pause and mute.
So what comes up must come down. Get my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. A mighty crash without no sound. A weird, way to put it, but...
Yeah. Oh, you know what? After we're going to do this, I'm going to do a Bapiro-esque read of this song.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
So listen up. Sonic the Owl, Sonic Heroes.
Like, I understand.
So,
I understand what you're saying to me.
Let's go back. You gotta hear it again.
I
Sonic
just don't hear
the
it.
Owl. That's what he says.
Like, I
Sonic
understand.
the Owl. You get
So,
it?
like,
yet?
it sounds like you're hearing, like, the Sonic, and then the from, like, the he, and then you're hearing the owl from the second track of his vocals where he does, like, the go up behind it. It sounds to me like that's what you're hearing.
Yes. That's
But
what
I
I'm
don't
trying to
hear
say.
the
though.
owl in that.
You-
I do not
there's-
hear owl.
I do not hear owl.
Listen,
Like obviously,
I don't care how much.
obviously, if you want to hear Sonic Heroes, you can hear it because that's the song. But if you're listening,
Like, I'm
Sonic
trying
the
to.
Owl, he says it so fucking clearly. If you're listening for it,
Listen. I do not care how much hooting and hollering you're doing. You're not gonna convince me.
I bet if I were
See
to
what I
if
do?
I were to do a cover of the song, or get this guy to do a cover of the song, and I had him sing Sonic the Owl for that first line, everyone would be like, "Oh, he's singing Sonic Heroes normally."
Maybe we'll have to see.
So it's
Anyway,
in here.
This
I'm
song,
right.
This song here Sonic Heroes is ridiculous. Like, okay, so let's just say,
Now hold on.
for the sake
Is
of
it
argument,
Sonic the Owl. I'm telling you, Sonic's moonlighting as an owl or something.
I mean, I guess his mom is an owl in the movies. So like,
Is that really true?
you were, yeah,
That's fucking weird.
bro. In the first movie, his mom is an owl. She gets shot.
Like adoptive mom, or she gave
we
birth
can
to him.
guess, maybe.
Like she birthed a hedgehog, a blue hedgehog, anthropomorphic.
Probably. And then some echidna shot her.
Some echidna? Wait, Knuckles is in the first movie?
No, just other echidnas.
They have other Sonic OCs in the Sonic movies? Are you talking about like
Well, no, they're
the older movies? Or is
no,
this, like, the
I'm
live
talking
action?
about the live action ones.
That's wild.
So in the first live action movie, the introduction is like little, even younger Sonic is like running around having a good time. He goes to see his presumed mom, Lawn Claw, and then they get attacked by echidnas, and she's like, "Go, don't let anyone have your power." And then he like goes, and she's like getting shot at with arrows.
It's pretty sad. You know what's even more sad though? Is that you knew this from memory about the Sonic movie.
You know, there are still people that think that
It's a
the
movie
Sonic
made
the
for
Hedgehog
children.
movie was better than Detective
It's a
Pikachu.
movie made for children. I don't care who thinks it's better than fucking other baby movie.
Listen, there are cathedrals everywhere.
No, you need to listen.
Those with that.
Okay, listen. Sonic the Owl. It's clear to me. It's as clear to me as a spring on a summer day, motherfucker.
So what you're saying is that we should record a cover of this song
All I'm saying is
where we say
myself
Sonic
as a middle schooler or early high schooler or whatever realized the truth about the Sonic Heroes song and have been trying to spread the good word, and people think I'm joking.
I think you should sue Paramount Pictures for stealing the owl from you. I think that's what you should do, personally.
I don't know if I should take advice from a guy who has a fucking shadow banner on Discord or whatever. Where every time you talk, Shadow starts fucking kicking around your... like...
It's neat. It's neat.
Yeah, would you fucking pay for that, dude?
You actually don't have to pay for it. That one is just it's like if you like clicked on Discord desktop to like watch the trailer, it gave you that for free.
Well, no, it wasn't for free. You watched a trailer for it.
Oh yeah.
They took your
so I paid
your money and attention, or they took your time and attention.
So actually, funnily enough, I didn't do it. My wife did it because I went in because I was going into the movie completely blind.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Listen. The Sonic movies might not be like fantastic, and they like cops way too much, but Shadow's great.
I mean, it's cool and all, but they're movies made for babies.
There are cathedrals everywhere for those with eyes to see.
I still think it might be one of the funniest. The fact that the internet freaked out so much over Sonic's look and they changed it.
Yeah.
But like everyone freaking out about it was like actual 40-year-old Super Sonic fans, like Sammy the Sonic fan. Like, what? How did they do this to my favorite character?
To be fair, not only were they freaking out about it, it was also getting memed to all high heck by
True.
like people not even freaking out about it, just making fun of it.
It's true. Okay, but how about this one? Sonic the Owl.
All right. Listen. Are there any multiplayer Sonic mods? Question of the day, chat. Are there any multiplayer Sonic mods?
We played one in some Minecraft.
Are there any good multiplayer Sonic mods?
Well, first you have to find a good Sonic game. Which you're searching through a desert for that.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Looking for.
Okay, yeah. Here's the ultimate test. You know what I'm gonna look up right now?
What? Sonic.
2 years ago, this video. About the Sonic 06 multiplayer mode. Cory, tell you what, if you can get Sonic 06 multiplayer, if we can get that working, I'll do it with you. I'll play through the whole game with you.
All right.
So apparently there is a Sonic 06 multiplayer mod.
What? Oh, that sounds fantastic.
So if you can figure it out, you do all the overwork, and I'll do it. I'm willing.
All right. I will start looking into that.
What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck? It like censors the screen. I've never seen that before.
Okay, so there's a Sonic Adventure one.
No. You don't understand. I don't want to play any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to play any of that shit.
You don't want to play any of the games that people like.
Yeah. Well, also Sonic Adventure are dog ass games. I'm not gonna pretend like they're good just because people like them. Like, those games are fucking doo doo ass. But the fun thing about Sonic 06 is it's so doo doo ass that it's funny. Where Sonic Adventure is just doo doo ass.
Let's see.
Like maybe.
Whoa! What are you playing?
Maybe I would consider Sonic Unleashed. Just because that one is also kind of funny in how doo doo ass it is. But also, listen to this. Sonic the Owl. It's clear as day. All right.
I'm leaving.
Looking up in the sky, it's blue. No clouds in sight. You left the watch along. You left the call.
I also left the call, but then I rejoined because I realized we couldn't finish this. I did that. Yeah, but no, what we're talking about is co-op, so where we can play through the game together.
I mean, I don't know. I just looked it up and saw there was like multiple YouTube videos about Sonic 06 co-op. So
I'll look into it.
This is my promise. If we can get it working and we can play through the game, I will play through the whole Sonic 06, all 4 paths or whatever the fuck there are. I'll play through the whole fucking game with you if you can get it working.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, you.
Are there 4 paths? Was I right on that?
3 paths in a last story, so
yes.
Pretty close.
Yes, I was right. And Unleashed is just, in my mind, it's from that same era where it's like shitty PS2 era.
Fun fact, I've actually never played the PS3 versions of Unleashed.
I've played one version of Unleashed. I actually still don't have it, but yeah, I remember getting it from like a Blockbuster or something like that. Remember in our hometown there used to be where the Verizon store is. There used to be like a fucking video store.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I got it from there. And yeah, I remember playing it, and I was like, the speed levels I actually had fun with in Sonic Unleashed, and then the werewolf levels were like actual agony.
The werewolf levels are. Ugh.
That's what I've seen the consensus online be as well, is that the speed levels are actually fun. So.
Yeah, like they're no Sonic Generations level of fun, but they're pretty good. That being said, Shadow Generations, oh boy, the controls in that game are so good. It's like they've got it down. If they keep up
Busting
with
it down.
this. I mean, the controls in Frontiers, once you got used to them, were okay too.
Dude's making excuses for the fucking ghosts in his head that are arguing about it.
Listen, they won't stop.
So we all know Frontiers is ass, okay, but you don't need to defend it. But yet again, it's not the fun type ass. It's just ass.
Wait, but Frontiers is a lot of fun.
No, I'm saying it's like a 6 out of 10 game, which doesn't make it that fun. Like either like, oh, I'm having a lot of fun playing it, or that fun, oh, I'm having a lot of fun hating on it. It's just boring. Where Sonic 06 is like a 2 out of 10 at best on a good day.
I have actually been playing some of the Project 06,
Mm-hmm.
and that does make it so much better.
No, I don't want to play that shit. And I don't want to play.
you
I don't want to play a 6 out of 10 Sonic game. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I want to play a 2 out of 10 Sonic game.
I understand.
I want to play it at its worst.
You want it to crash? You want it to die?
Well, if there's like an anti-crash patch, then maybe. But besides that,
Okay, be right back in a second. Oh,
this man started going fucking ooh ee ooh ah ah ting dang wada bing bang. I told the witch doctor I was in love with him. Bum, 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 bum. I told the witch doctor I was in love with him. Bum, 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 bum. I told the doctor.
Sorry, what crashed right
And she
there
said,
was the
ooh,
muscle.
ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, dang, wada, bing, bing. You know what I mean?
What crashed right there was the what's that muscle that's like on the underside of your thigh? That one.
Your thigh? I don't know. I'm saying you walked away and you went like ooh ee. I was like ooh ah ah ting dang wada, bing, bing.
I was in pain.
I feel that.
Yeah, because I don't spend good money on office chairs. None of my office chairs are actually tall enough for me, so I'm like not surviving.
Dude, my chair has like a very low setting and a setting that like essentially is like a default for me. Like my feet touch the ground normally. It's like the upper setting. And I used to just sit on the lower setting for like so long, especially because I have a standing desk that can go up and down. So I just sit in the low setting and just like sit like that. And recently I've been sitting in the upper setting and I'm like, holy shit, this is so much better for like my posture and like everything. Just feel better sitting in this position. But yeah, I'll play a 2 out of 10 Sonic game. Happily. I'll play a 10 out of 10 Sonic game. They've yet to find one. Sorry, just joking. It's Sonic CD.
Shadow. It's not CDA so good. I was talking about Shadow Generations.
Mm.
Nah, actually, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. That game is a 10 out of 10.
Did Shadow Generations just add the Shadow game?
So the format is literally like almost the exact same as what 3D World or New 3D World did, or 3D whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like the
But it's
Bowser's
two separate
Fury, where
games.
literally it's like the original game is right there, or you can click into a menu and go into like an entirely separate self-contained game.
But is it like levels from Sonic games where you play as Shadow, or is it like just Shadow the Hedgehog the game?
Oh, so it's levels from Sonic games that either Shadow was in,
Lame.
or
Lame as hell.
because you got the arc from SA2.
So you tell me they're
You got
cowards.
Rail Canyon.
They're cowards because
no
they didn't.
Shadow the Hedgehog level.
They didn't just remake Shadow the Hedgehog and put it in the thing.
Yeah, they are. Bro, we got no Shadow the Hedgehog levels. It is a travesty. No levels that were from Shadow the Hedgehog originally.
It's cowardice. Somebody who hates every Sonic game, including that one. It's cowardice. How can you not do that? How can you release a Sonic Generations plus Shadow or whatever and not have the Shadow game?
Yeah. Like, we did 2 levels from SA2. 2 levels.
Did they add
But none from
Lizard?
Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, they actually, Bio Lizard gets like a little makeover. He gets arms now.
I don't even know what the fuck that. Yeah, it's fucking funny.
But yeah, so like Shadow Generations is really good, and it's got like a.
Oh,
It
sure.
has like a perfectly sized overworld of like stuff to explore and like little things to find. But it's not like so big that actually getting anywhere is a chore to like get between levels.
Mm-hmm.
And while the level designs themselves are a little bit worse than Sonic Generations, in my opinion, like they're not quite as full and open, they're still really good, and the controls are so much better than Generations Classic or regular Generations that it's like night and day if you go back to Generations.
Mm-hmm.
And the story is also perfectly serviceable.
What the fuck? It's over? Yeah, I gotta go soon. AJ, sorry. And also my co-host.
Oh, wait, but we have... Okay, but I was going to talk to you about an entirely new literary theory I was writing up.
Sorry, I'm yawning unrelated to you. It's
Oh, you know what? I'll need to type it out, post it, and then I'll send it to you so you can like read up on it first, and then we can discuss on the next Paul and Cory Talks.
What do you mean by that?
Like a literary theory? Like a framework with which to analyze media and the world around us? Like Death of the Author, but like
Can't just talk
the
about
sequel. I mean, we can talk about it, but it's like, there's like a lot to it. Here's a little preview, okay? So I've designed this framework for literary analysis called Death of the Reader, okay? The idea is that we take every Redditor and shoot them.
Yes,
You need to write this down.
Yeah, so the idea is that essentially you take everything as an individual work of text. So like, for example, one video game, Sonic the Hedgehog, is a work of it's text, right? Similar to Death of the author comments, things that like the developers have said or whatnot, that is also text. That is a work in its own right that can be examined or cross-referenced as like needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of takes the same like starting point as Death of the Author.
Okay.
But for Death of the Reader, we instead kind of acknowledge that like no one is going to have like a perfect like view of an entire work, and they're never going to be able to ignore the like extraneous information around it. So instead, we take a snapshot of the parts of the work that the reader has actually seen and engaged with, so like if they've only played half the game or if they played through the game but didn't pay much attention, we're going to take that plus whatever extraneous information the reader has, such as like, if they know what the author comments are, then we'll take that as well. And then we will frame a reading around that snapshot, essentially. So, for example, this is an important theory for if you want to make a reading of a reading, for example. It's like say the H-Bomber guy in defense of Dark Souls 2 video. Understanding that video and the arguments it makes makes a lot more sense if you take into account that not only is he analyzing Dark Souls 2, he is analyzing Dark Souls 2 specifically in the frame of reference of defending it against really bad Redditors.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is already packed into Death of the Author, though. Because Death of the Author assumes death of everyone, essentially. Like
and so
nobody can make the finality assumption on what is the correct way to interpret it, essentially, is what Death of the Author is. So that's still baked into it.
Yeah, so I'm taking that as like the starting point.
But it's not the starting point. That's what it is. Like you're saying what you're saying is like we're taking Death of the Author and then we're using it to like take a snapshot of a piece of work and be like, look at this. But that's not.
We're taking a snapshot of someone's view of a piece of work.
But that's not like.
So I guess it's not like a new theory. It's like a.
It's not a different theory. Like you're just using the theory to extrapolate a work into something else.
It's like. It's like a branch. It's a little branch.
Yeah. Okay.
And how specifically you can use that.
Okay, so
to make really readings.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. I'm gonna make a 10-hour reaction to in defense of Dark Souls 2, post it to my channel, and then become a Nazi years later. Sounds good.
Wait,
although, to be fair,
is that something somebody did?
You don't know about the guy who did like a 10-hour he did like a 6-video like response. Where each one was like 2 hours long or whatever. In defense of Dark Souls 2, where he literally picked apart like every single thing of it.
I've seen that in my recommendeds before, but I don't hate myself enough to watch something like that.
Yeah, the guy is kind of a piece of shit, so no. I mean, he probably always was, but yeah, I did watch that whole thing though, and it's fucking funny. It's literally like he takes every single fucking sentence he says and like breaks it down. It's insane. It's psychopathic.
As like a work of comedy. That
I say you should genuinely give it a try. Like genuinely give it a try and see how you like it, because it's something else.
Maybe.
It's something all right.
Oh yeah, but so what I did as like a little like test writing, like taking a Death of the Reader frame, is that I specifically did a reading of Dark Souls, except I didn't read any of the text.
What do you mean?
So like, okay, so like how like a lot of people when they play like a video game, they'll just like skip through all of the text and not read a single thing.
Yeah.
I basically did in my head.
So you're trying to get into the mind of the Redditor, is what you're saying. You're trying to get into the mind of the person.
Yeah.
The person who ignores the text.
Yeah, so I did for Dark Souls a reading of the game like that, except like I take it seriously. Like if you actually do ignore all the text and just go through the game, what does the game say?
What was the answer?
And I wrote about 700 words about how the symbolism for the gods is stone architecture, and the symbol of ending the gods is wood.
Well, yeah, I definitely can see wood when I'm looking at big boobies in Orlando. Like, what do you mean by symbol is wood?
Wood. Okay, so like basically all of the architecture of like the stuff that the gods built is made out of like stone, right? Like, hewn stone. But then like anybody that the gods don't care about, like the people down in Blighttown, they've got these like
this isn't okay. No, this. See, here's the thing. Here's where your theory falls apart. Okay, so you're coming into this from an aspect of a Redditor, and you're like, oh, the symbolism is the gods like are stone, and the enemies are wood. Like that's the symbolism. No. You don't understand. You have a fatal flaw, and that is looking for symbolism in the piece of work. The Redditor who goes through this game that you're trying to emulate doesn't give a fuck about that. They skipped all the shit.
Yeah, to be fair.
And the only dialogue they listen to is from the big booby lady because she has big boobies. And they don't even listen to it. That's the only one they don't skip because they're just sitting there staring. And so they internalize that. So whatever she fucking says, which is like be my fucking champion or whatever after killing Ornstein and Smo, that's the only thing that they're going to internalize from the whole fucking game. And that's it. Maybe if they end up finding it, they're also going to internalize Priscilla's dialogue because they're fucking foot fetishes. Okay? And they like fluffy dragon tails. So. But
to be fair,
there's no like, the architecture. Like they don't give a fuck.
To be fair, in this writing that I wrote, I was not actively trying to recreate the Redditor experience. I was taking, if you played like the game like that, and
you're taking the impossible experience of somebody who wants to take the game seriously but also can't, like, never learned how to read.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never learned how to read and somehow still learns how to play the game and experiences it and tries to take it seriously. Not only never learned how to read, but also never learned how to hear language from characters who speak it.
Yes,
they don't know.
So like if someone made a mod of the game that was like, there are too many words, take all of them out.
No, if it would be different. It's if someone made a mod of the game where all of the characters spoke in gibberish and there were no subtitles.
Yeah.
That's essentially the person that you're trying to emulate is somebody who doesn't understand the language of the characters or the writing.
Yeah.
You're essentially trying to emulate somebody from a different country who's playing it in English, but they don't know English.
Yes.
Which is a weird thing. Which is a weird thing to try to emulate. It's a little problematic in a couple ways.
The reason you would do that though is to get a sense of, if you remove all of the text from the game, what does like the world building and the structure of it say on its own?
I know if in that situation I know what I'm paying attention to, and it's the big boob lady speaking gibberish, okay? That's it. I'm going, yes, my queen, yes, I don't even know what the fuck she's saying. I go, yes, my queen, yes, my queen.
Okay, but in that situation, you wouldn't have even gotten to the big booby lady, because you would have gotten to Quaylad and just like replayed that cutscene over and over again. You'd like quit out of the game halfway through the cutscene just so you could reload
no.
it.
You're thinking that they're smarter than they are.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right.
The cutscene plays by and they're like, huh? And then they die instantly and like, what the fuck? That was bullshit. And then they try to go back like 50 times and die before getting there, and then the next time they get there they die instantly again. Like that's the person you're trying to emulate. But saying you're trying to emulate somebody
I
else.
also have to include going to Reddit after every death and making a post. I also have to include that too.
Well, not making a post, but like searching, like me going to Reddit, typing like Quaylog bullshit and seeing what everyone says like on the forums. Like Quaylog is bullshit. Like like Quaylog, you're like so true. Isn't that just Tunic? Kinda the language thing we were talking about. Kinda. The difference is Tunic is cowardly, and it has you learn the language. All I'm saying, if they didn't want to be cowards, they didn't. If they didn't want to be cowards, they just had you. They'd have you not learn the language at all. You know. It's a good theory. I'm excited to see your scientific paper. Which journal are you publishing to? Science or?
So there's this subreddit called.
Oh, you're publishing it to
Actually, no,
Writing Circle Jerk? Honestly,
actually, I'm probably just gonna post it on my Tumblr.
You honestly should post it to Writing Circle Jerk. They probably get a kick out of it.
Anyway, the fun thing about doing that reading of Dark Souls, but I ignore all the text, but still take it seriously, is that obviously I put more words into the written form, but the symbolism specifically of like.
Do you mean, I gotta stop you there.
Know,
what?
Okay, so in the act of taking my time and writing it down, I put more details than I can remember off the top of my head.
What does in the written form mean?
I said in the written form, not written form.
I'm like, what the fuck does in the Britain form mean? Like you're gonna be like,
in the Britain form.
Oh, this it's great first boss, Pinwheel. I'd like to invite him out for some beans and toast for the morning.
Oh my god, I didn't talk about Pinwheel at all. But so in the wordless analysis, specifically like the symbolism of wood in the game, like how like wood is used and what you can extrapolate from like where it's used and how, it actually specifically made me think a lot more about the crystals that are all over the Duke's archives. And so after I wrote the pages of Dark Souls analysis with no words, I also went on to write a separate analysis about the Duke's archives and Seath the Scaleless, specifically about the symbolism of the crystals.
With the crystals?
Yeah. The idea being that the crystals are also profane. Like, obviously, pretty much everything Seath the Scaleless does is, like, against the laws of nature.
Listen, don't call Priscilla that. That's offensive.
Listen, Priscilla
she's a happy accident.
Perfect and beautiful. The things that were done to make Priscilla were against the laws of nature.
Seath the Rizless.
But like the crystals, specifically to me, kind of symbolize the way that like, the Age of Fire is even like trying to like replace like plants and wood. It's like the crystals are kind of like, they're minerals that are growing like they're plants, but don't die.
Okay, but that's not the Age of Fire doing that.
Yeah, but so everything that Seath the Scaleless does is just a roided up version of Gwyn's basic ideology.
No. Well, Quinn's. I gotta go. This is not the conversation I want to be having right now. Quinn's basic ideology is
And
I'm
we'll
gonna fucking kill myself so that my age will be permanent and nobody can fucking stop me. Haha. It's not Seat the Scaleless is I'm gonna fucking jerk off in my tower and do crimes against humanity.
Okay. So you're saying that like seeking to make an age that never ends is not a less extreme version of seeking immortality by any means necessary?
No, because the immortality for Gwyn isn't like he doesn't. Gwyn sacrifices himself in a way to propel forward the Age of Fire infinitely. And sure, at the beginning it's like for himself, but he ends up not being able to reap the benefits, and instead the people who are supposed to reap the benefits are his children and his kingdom. So at the end of the day, you know, even if initially he did want to do it for his own goals, it's not the same kind of thing because Seath the Scaleless is literally just doing it for himself.
Well, obviously, like the characters are, but like the underpinning ideology of creating something that lasts forever, Seath the Scaleless takes that and then cranks it up to 11.
But Seath the Scaleless also created things that he shouldn't have been able to without being put on the fucking sexual offenders list. Okay, so like, he has a lot of things that he's trying to create. I'm excited
Listen,
I'm excited for
read
when you
my-
finally play Elden Ring and get to the DLC. That's all I can say.
I am really excited to play it.
Did I tell you about that?
No, what about it?
Do you want a spoiler for Elden Ring? It's fucking funny.
Sure.
One of the main plot points may be toxic yaoi. So
Oh, heck yeah. I am here for it.
it's so fucking funny. I because I didn't play the DLC. I just watched it and like consumed it. But I was like, because I was watching it and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is the main fucking like through line of this.
Toxic, yeah, we got toxic.
It's fucking
yaoi.
funny.
We got toxic yaoi in Castlevania Nocturne too, and it was the best part of it.
The worst part about the Elden Ring Toxic Yaoi 2 is it's like worse than I'm describing it. Because of course it is.
See, now I'm really excited to play
That's
Elden
why
Ring.
you should play it, because it's a good game. But also, yeah, it's fucking it's funny from like an outsider perspective how insane it is. It's actually psychopathic. ER is an okay game, yeah. It's my opinion as well. I don't like open world games as much as I like finely crafted worlds that are specifically made in a certain way, like the Dark Souls games.
I like finely tuned and crafted worlds that are open. I do not like open worlds.
Yeah, I mean that's Dark Souls, more or less. Like all the Dark Souls games, you can go wherever you want. And mostly go down here. There's like multiple paths to choose from. Usually,
Except for 3, which has like 2.
Yeah.
God, I hate 3. I love 3.
but even
God, I hate
Bloodborne
3.
is like you can go multiple different ways and weave through it. Bloodborne almost feels like a net, like the way there's so many different ways to go.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls, of course, is designed without fast travel in mind, so it's like actually you have to think about how to design the world.
Yeah. Man, I love Dark Souls 1's world so much. Like, sometimes I think I like Dark Souls 2 more, but then it's like Dark Souls 1, man.
Yeah.
Like, that world is just so... That being said, I will only ever play the remastered version of Dark Souls again.
I think a really powerful moment in Dark Souls 1 is when you get to Anor Londo and you realize you have to climb the flying buttresses to continue. It's like, what the fuck? I think that's a powerful moment for the game's world, specifically. It's like you have to engage with this part of the world that you don't think you would have to. Anyway, I digress. I gotta fucking go.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
Talking about Toxic Yaoi and
Okay,
Death of the
listen,
Redditor.
listen. You were like, okay, yeah, so, like, it can't be that long. Listen, I've written almost 2,000 words about Dark Souls in the past week. I'm a broken man.
Uh-huh.
I'm a broken man. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out today. Fun stream. Shared chat, especially once it started working. Had a new viewer in. Thanks to Sentient Microwave for stopping by. Yeah, good time. I may be back on Thursday for episode 1 proper of the Scarvo Hardcore Knotlock.
Yo. What do you mean 1 proper?
Episode... the first stream was basically like an episode 0 where I was just getting to the part where you can actually do stuff.
I mean, you can still lose.
Well, no, you can't lose. It's a knotlock.
Okay, buddy.
Listen. We're
just playing the game for fun, then.
Oh, no, because it's like Fire Emblem hardcore mode, or it's like classic Fire Emblem, where it's like, yeah, if someone dies, you lose them, but that just means you have to restart.
So you have to reloading a save, basically. Okay, that's
yeah,
that makes sense.
So it's a deathless run with all the hardcore rules on top of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, no items in battle, no over leveling. I'm also doing team size limits, so like I can't have more mons than any of the gym leaders.
Yeah.
And depending on how easy it ends up being, I may add on like extra restrictions, like no TMs or no evolutions or whatnot. But that'll be like depending on how it ends up being.
I think as long as you keep the levels in check, that's usually what I find makes the difference in Nuzlocke, is like keeping the levels below their like highest mon or the next highest mon for the next gym or whatever the battle things are called in that game.
Yeah. I'm also going to I'm also limiting the mons I take to each encounter based on what area they're in, because like especially since like you can't do like encounters as easily random in Scarvo.
Mm-hmm.
So instead you're like, all right, you've got this one section, I need to get 3 mons and fight the gym leader with those, kind of thing. I think it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, so stop by Thursday for that. Don't know what time yet, but we'll see. Sounds
like it'll be fun.
Well, thank you for coming out to the stream, Cory, and everybody who watched the stream today. It's me. Oh, I have a disease that makes it so I can't speak normally anymore.
Yeah, I got it too. All right. Thank you all so
just
much
remember,
for coming out today. Love you, man.
If there's one thing that you have to remember from today, it's Sonic the Owl. I got the fuck out of there. Thanks for the stream. I wasn't able to stream last week because my sister was home every day, and I don't like streaming when my sister's home because we were snowed in. We are snowed in Florida. Yes, that's correct. You heard what I just said. So yeah, I will stream this week sometime. I am going to be away for at least a day, maybe more. But either tomorrow or Friday, probably, is when I'll be streaming. Maybe Thursday, but since Cory announced that he's streaming on Thursday, maybe I'll try not to do any of that. But one of those days I'll stream something. I'm not sure what I'm going to stream yet. I had some plans for stuff, then some stuff came out, and I was like, maybe I'll play that. But we'll see. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Sorry for not streaming last week, but it is what it is.
Thank you for watching, and see you later.